On this fourth day of the fast, I wanted to continue our reading from St. John of Kronstadt from his spiritual counsels, and specifically to talk about the house of God. Before I start reading, it's a good thing that we would be mindful of the fact that the evil one is always there tempting us, and one of the temptations he throws our way is to stay away from church, that there's more things important in life, and we all go through those at some time, and I think that by listening to these words of St. John, maybe this will give us a little bit of armor against those temptations and come to the church and make it a priority. So here are these words, these beautiful words about the church from St. John of Kronstadt. The church, through the ordering of the church building and her divine service, acts upon the whole man, educates him wholly, acts upon his sight, hearing, smelling, feeling, taste, imagining, mind, and will by the splendor of the images and of the building in general, by the fragrance of the incense, by the veneration of the Gospels, cross, and images, by the singing and by the reading of the Scriptures, the source of every true joy, of all true calm and peace of conscience, of cleansing, of spiritual and bodily healing, the source of spiritual power and boldness flows in the church. Theaters and other worldly distractions and consolations can never replace that which a true Christian receives in the church, where God himself comforts the souls of those who believe and whose hearts are turned to him, as a mother comforts her child. It is from the church also that our departed ones receive consolation, cleansing from their sins, and forgiveness. Truly, the church is heaven upon earth, for where the throne of God is, where the awesome sacraments are celebrated, where the angels serve together with men, ceaselessly glorifying the Almighty, there is truly heaven. And so let us enter into the house of God with the fear of God, with a pure heart, laying aside all vices and every worldly care. And let us stand in it with faith and reverence, with understanding, attention, with love and peace in our hearts, so that we may come away renewed, as though made heavenly, so that we may live in the holiness natural to heaven, not binding ourselves by worldly desires and pleasures. So in a few more days, we'll pick up these readings from St. John about the church. But until then, hopefully you will have the time to be able to come to more of the services of the church. This evening we'll celebrate the Canon of St. Andrew at 6:30, and then tomorrow morning the Presanctified Liturgy at 9:30, and then tomorrow evening the Akathis to the Theotokos at 6:30. So the church affords us many opportunities to come and experience heaven on earth throughout this great fast. Have a blessed and peaceful rest of today. Glory to Jesus Christ.